What's up, guys? Hey, we got a great question that I want to answer for you today. And the question is, how can I teach my kids more about the things of God? My wife and I have been married for 21 years. I got a 19-year-old son and a 16-year-old daughter. They both love the Lord. They both are serving God, and we love them to pieces. And so people ask, well, how do I get my kids to do that? And I will tell you that the first part of it is that you yourself have to start serving God. Oftentimes people will think, well, religion's good for my kids, or Christianity's good for my kids. I want to control them. I don't want them to get into drugs or alcohol or bad relationships. And so I want my kids to serve God, but you're not actually serving God yourself. And so I would tell you the first step is that you yourself need to become fully consumed with the things of God. You need to center your life around the things of God, be unapologetic about it. You need to be in church. You need to be around Christian people. You need to read your Bible, listen to Christian music, limit the things that you allow in your house. And what happens is that kids are really, really good learners. They catch more is caught than taught. And so when they are watching you from the beginning, they're saying, okay, what kind of person am I supposed to be? I'm going to watch dad. I'm going to watch mom. That's the kind of person that I need to be. And so it starts with you first and foremost, because just entering into a teaching session with your kids and saying like, well, now I'm going to be the time where I'm going to teach them about the Jesus and the Bible. Like, it doesn't work that way. Your whole life needs to be consumed with the things of God unapologetically. And what do I mean by unapologetically is that you can't tell your kids church is important and then complain about church when you're at the house. You can't tell your kids that serving Jesus is important and then complain about the restraints that you put on your life when you're at home. Kids pick that stuff up. They think about it, they see it, and then they subliminally and actually outright see that you don't enjoy serving God, that you don't enjoy living for Jesus. And so it starts with you. If you are not fully consumed, your children will not be fully consumed. You need to center your life around the things of God, and your kids will do it as well. Side note here, my kids, and I'm a church planter, and so we've been in the ministry for 16 years. My wife and I were just talking about this a couple weeks ago. In 16 years, my kids have never complained about going to church. And I know that people say, well, never's a hyperbole. It's not a hyperbole. I promise you, God is my witness. And I'm talking Wednesday nights, Sundays for the last 16 years that my kids were raised in church. They never complained about being in church, because my wife and I never complained about being in church. And they love to see the people. They love to be with the people around there. And so that's the first part. The second part, I'll give you a little thing that you can do, is you've got to look for opportunities to make it about the things of God. When there's something that happens at school, if there's something that happens in the neighborhood, if there's something that happens on television, whatever it is, pause the show, pause what you're doing, and explain to your kids, see, this is what happens when you don't serve God, or this is what happens when you do serve God, or this is what happens when you make bad decisions that dishonor God. And so if you're looking for those teaching moments at every moment, they happen throughout the day. It's like in Deuteronomy where it says, talk about them when you walk along the road with your children, when you wake up and when you go to bed. You've got to look for teaching moments at every turn so that your kids can see that God is in the details of everything that happens in your life. So that's my thought for the day, guys. If you got something out of it, please like, share, and comment. If we're not friends on social media, let's become friends. Subscribe on YouTube. Tell your friends. We love you. We like you. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Bye. Can we just recognize for a minute that I usually do a runner on all my videos?
This is very true.
Can we just recognize that?
And when you don't, who's fault is it?